y'all. It's VJ.
It's Jane.
And this is
A Sip
and a Shot. Woo, 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 woo. We are back for our spooky season.
Yeah, 'tis the season. All month long.
I wish you guys can get into James' earrings. They're super, super cute.
They're sugar skulls. If you're watching on YouTube, you will be able to see it. Sugar skulls. I got them from TJ Maxx.
Oh.
They're super cute. I'm just building up a collection. I have my witches ones. I got my sugar skulls now for Dia de la Muerte.
Say that again.
Dia de la Muerte.
Go, girl.
Woo! Woo! All the cultures. We love it. We love it. Alright.
So in our spooky series, of course, we have Halloween themed drinks. Our shot this week is called
Vampire's Bite.
This has
Bailey's, vodka, a little sugar, and some crushed raspberries. So the raspberries are at the bottom, and then it's topped with the Bailey's and vodka, and then it has chocolate drizzle dripping down the sides. Hope it tastes good.
cheers to the good.
Cheers to the bad.
Cheers to all the things we wish we had.
Clink. Yeah.
That one we can tap.
Mm-hmm.
Did yours curdle?
Yeah, a little bit.
It tastes good.
It does.
It tastes really good, actually. I don't know how you can do curdled milk.
It's not really curdled. It's like separated.
I can't do the separation.
Well,
But it tastes really good.
I just realized it was going to be raspberries that felt weird anyway, so I just took it. I was like, you just gotta
I was prepared for the raspberries. I wasn't prepared for the... But Bailey's always separates. I don't know why I always forget that.
I don't know why either. We have, like,
So
acidic
many.
raspberries in there.
Yeah. It tastes good, though.
Yeah, it
It's
tastes
like
good.
a good chocolatey...
Probably not something you should just let sit for
No, like you should take
20,
it
30
immediately.
minutes. Like we did today. Okay, and then our sip is called Poison Apple. I thought she was going to say it, but she didn't.
I couldn't think of it. I was going to say like a red punch or some shit like that.
It's called the Poisoned Apple, like a Snow White.
And I got
pretty.
mesmerized by the luster dust that's in it.
Yep, it glitters and shimmers. So what's in this is the winter Jack Daniels. So it's that's basically apple flavored Jack
like a
Daniels. Cranberry juice, grenadine, and sour apple pucker with luster dust, of course.
And Jane got these cute glasses. When I tell y'all she loves this season, she freaking loves this season.
I love this season. They also, I got these from Dollar Tree. They also came in purple and orange, but I decided to go with the black one.
Black is better. I like
Yeah.
black better.
Cheers. Delicious.
Oh my god, so good.
Delicious.
So freaking yummy.
Y'all need to.
We might have to do this for the
That's got the. Yep. This is good.
This is good. That's good. Poison Apple.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny when we were looking for the songs. We were looking for like a Snow White haunted forest kind of vibe, but
Yeah.
it
Wasn't
I think,
possible.
Yeah. Like what did Snow White come out, like the 30s, 1950s?
Yeah, and I was looking at the soundtrack on Apple.
Mm-hmm.
There's no words to majority of the songs, so it's just all instrumental. And I was like, yeah, because 'tis the times. It's not like Moana.
No.
Where every song that has a beat has some type of lyric to it. But whatevs, we're here now.
So how has your week been before we jump into our topic?
The week has been crazy. Started a new job.
Woo, girl.
It's a lot of responsibility. But it's cool. It's great. I'm very happy to be in a different, out of nonprofit and like, you know, corporate world. But I have to go into the office and I have to be cute all the time.
Which is what you wanted.
Which is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to wear like cute work outfits,
Mm-hmm.
like the girls on Pinterest do. I got like my Pinterest board.
You could do like get ready with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was a nicer person in the morning. Yes.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. The
Very true.
6 a.m. wake up to be out the house about 7. Dicey. Real dicey after a year and a half of being in the house.
And rolling out of the
And
bed.
rolling out of bed whenever I felt like it.
Yeah.
It's wild, but it's been a good week. How was your week?
My week was busy. I went into the office 3 times. I only really try to go in once because once we go back, we have to go in every day.
Yeah.
So I went in 3 times, but it was fine. This weekend I did a Alzheimer's walk with my best friend. Walked in Alzheimer's. Always donate, keep people in your prayers. And it was really nice. It was a 2-mile walk.
Nice. Did you walked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Versus
not walking.
I mean, like, did I run? No.
No, I mean, like, no. Sometimes people go and they're like, oh, I might not be the one. Like, for the breast cancer, it's like, you have people that are cheering people on the sideline, and there's actual people, like, walking.
Oh, no, we walked.
Okay.
We actually walked.
There we go. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, no, they had, of course, like, volunteers around. I was like, that would be cool to volunteer for it. But we had to get there at like 8:30, and I know the volunteers had to get there earlier. And Saturday morning at 8:30 was almost a stretch.
Good old 6 a.m. call times. Don't miss those days.
It was almost a bit of a stretch, but no, this week was good.
Yeah, we went to.
Yes, that's what I was
Mad Hatter Gin Tea Party.
Mad Hatter Gin Tea Party that was in Georgetown, D.C.
Yes.
So much fun. It was like almost a dinner theater minus the dinner.
Yeah.
Just with gin and tea.
Yeah.
Like
gin, tea, cookies, brownies.
Yeah.
The end.
They gave us a gin shot.
Yep.
They gave us 3 gin teas.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
3.
3 gin teas. A lot of that shit we had done before, like the gins changing colors, like we did
I was
that.
like, oh, I know what that is.
Like, we know what that is.
Ahead of the game.
The one that we didn't do, they had like an infused rosemary. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
And they also did like the smoke bubble. We're gonna post it on our page. And
so
maybe
follow us on the Sip and a Shot.
Follow us on the Sip and a Shot. And if I can make it longer, maybe even putting it on YouTube would be cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
So
it was a good time.
It was fun. It was we have a new tag, a new highlight called the Sip and a Shot Adventures. So we have that. We have our beer tasting that we're gonna add to it. You know,
we did so much in a week.
When
I think about it, it was a lot.
But it's like, I know in the beginning when we were, I don't even know if we talked about it, but I remember telling you, like, I want to do things. I want to go out.
Yes.
Like, when quarantine is over, I don't have any kids. I'm not in a relationship. So I can go out on Wednesday night randomly. And, you know, like, I'm only responsible for me, which is a blessing right now. And Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, we can
go do some things. We can make some things shake. And I think it's what we thought we would be doing when we first came up with the podcast, like being able to go out to bars or like meet bartenders, try drinks, go to different events and stuff. And now we're actually getting to do that. Yeah, so just keep an eye on that little circle at the top of our Instagram page. You never know what we're going to get into.
Never know what we're going to get into, but we're open to everything. So if you want us to be there, we'll be there. We'll try your drinks. We'll let you know if it's good or if it could use something. Yeah. We're always up for a good time. That involves cocktails.
Yeah. Have drink, will travel. Okay?
Have drink, will travel. So, our topic this week is Reddit. Mess?
Yeah. Mine isn't Reddit, and mine isn't
Yours
messy.
Isn't Reddit?
No. Because one, I don't know how to use Reddit. One. So when I went on there today, because, you know, that's how much prep time we have. The way our day started. I found stuff, but I was like, this is not
giving what you thought it would give.
Not giving what I wanted it to give.
So
I just went with, you know me, spooky season.
Okay.
I got some lore for the state of Maryland.
I found a Reddit Instagram.
Okay.
So that posts the different, because Reddit is a little bit confusing to me.
It is.
But where I kind of came up with it, I sent Jamie, this girl was reading Reddit Mess.
Yes.
And some of the things I was like, oh, I gotta hear James' interpretation of this shit right here. Yes. So we were looking for that, but like Reddit's a little bit too complicated for me, and I didn't feel like figuring it out. But I did find an Instagram page. So mine isn't messy.
Okay.
In the sense of like relationship, because that was the other thing. We like talking about relationships, but sometimes we need a break from them. Okay.
We sure do. And we just need other stuff to talk about. So if there's something you want us to talk about,
you let us know. And we will talk about it.
I really don't care if it's why the sky's blue. I will figure it out. Or come up with a great story for it.
Listen.
In the beginning of time.
You know, I think my mom did a really great lesson on, if we talk about that, I'll tell you to listen.
you go.
Why the sky is blue.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. You want to start or you want me to start?
You start. You have 3. Okay. I have 2.
Okay. So the first one, and then there's some shit like I don't know what the abbreviations mean.
Okay. I feel like I'm holding hands with the glass because it has a handle. So like,
do you feel all warm and fuzzy inside?
No. Nice and dark and vampy.
Good.
As I aspire to be.
So, EM wants me to let her brats put their hands in my food. I don't know what EM stands for, but that's the header. My husband and I went out for a quiet dinner on Saturday night. We were sitting at our table when 2 women with 3 kids sat at a table near us. 2 of the kids, boys, looked around 4 to 5, while the older girl looked around 12 and was in her phone most of the time. The other 2 soon started running rampant in the restaurant while their moms sipped cocktails unbothered. Mm-hmm. One of the boys approaches our table with his hands out, and I can tell he's going to try and touch my food. I lift my plate up and say, "No, please don't touch it."
That's an arm to the throat.
Kid just laughs at me and leaves to run another lap around the room. Mm-hmm. I see the mothers watch this happening, but pretending to not be aware. My husband is not looking too pleased at this point because he predicts a repeat, and that's exactly what happens. Mm-hmm. The kid tries his food, and he does the same I did. Kid then turns to my plate again, and this time I swatted his hand away, lightly and not at all forcefully. Mm-hmm. Kid starts crying because I wouldn't let him touch my food. EM, now suddenly all concerned, that was so mean. He's not doing anything wrong. Me, excuse me, but I don't want anyone else's hands in my food. Her, he's just a kid. It's not a big deal. Me, not mine, thank you. So I'm not interested in having him touch my food. Please mind your children. At this point, she's about to say something more, but the server tactfully brought their food and engaged them in conversation. EM and the other lady kept looking daggers at me all along. What are your thoughts?
It would have been.
Would you have hit a kid?
Not hit them, but if I see you coming to me, you getting a stiff arm. Baby, back up. I don't know you or your mama.
Really?
Yes. A random child trying to touch your food. First of all, I don't like my friends touching my food. You know when your friend tries to steal like a fry off your plate and you sit there looking at them like
that bothers you?
You be like, nigga, you back up off my plate. Like you let your friends do it because like, you know them.
Right.
Strange child that eats boogers. I don't know. Eating boogers, touching everything, hands all up in the butt. You know, no.
When I first read it, I was like, oh, this is like perfect for me because I'm not a fan of other people's kids. Oh, but let me tell you what happened at the walk. Girl, my ovaries started jumping like one time.
She said her ovaries don't jump ever.
They don't ever jump.
But here we are.
But this girl brought her baby who's 9 months old, and she reached out to me. My first time ever meeting. She reached out to me, and I picked her up.
And she was just like, yes.
She just laid. She was looking around first, and then she started caressing my arm, like grabbing at my arm. And then then someone else wanted to hold her. She just grabbed my shirt.
She was like, no.
I was like, oh! And then she laid her head on my chest. I was like, oh my goodness. That ovary did like a good job. We were just like vibing.
Yes.
Her and I were just vibing.
Say, there you go.
Oh my goodness. It was so sweet. She was just so calm.
There you go.
So tender, so sweet. Just looking around. Looking around.
I was like, no, I'm with the person I need to be with right now.
Laid her head on down, got a little catnap bit for like 30 seconds, and she was back. Looking around. And she was grabbing my arm fat. I was like, her little yummy hand. Oh. And I was telling her, but I was like, I don't like kids, but this is okay. This will make you almost think about it.
And I think that's the feeling, like that moment people have repeatedly with their own child.
Oh.
Where it comes out and you're like, oh, and they just looking at you and you're like, oh.
That's like the crying and tears. And
not like it's not out the nose.
Yeah.
No.
But I think when I first read it, I'd be like, y'all need to get your kids. Like, I thought that would be my energy. But reading it now, I'm like, I think I would have just given them their plate. Like, if they wanted it fried. I would have had a conversation with them. I don't think I would have swatted somebody's child's head.
Yeah, I think the first no, like, ooh, no thank you. Just no. And then when they come back again, no. It's like, no means no. And that's the lesson the mother is teaching their child. No don't mean no, apparently.
You know what?
Just the boy.
I told Ty, I was like, Ty, I don't know why you always put clothes on Riley. Like, when she's at home, she should just be able, like, if she wants to take her clothes off, let her take her clothes off. She's a baby. It's appropriate as a baby to do that. She said, I hear what you're saying. However, me and my family like to go out to eat, and I don't want my child taking her clothes off in the restaurant.
Thank you.
So, home training starts at home.
Yes, exactly.
But Ryan knows when she wants to take her clothes off over here. She take clothes off.
Yeah, I was like, you change the diaper, and you don't want to put the pants back on. Cool, we in the house.
We in the house. It's
That's fine.
But
like that, you know, like you're 4 years old, and for the excuse to now, I'm taking it up like a notch.
Take it up a notch.
Now, for the excuse to be, oh, they're just little boys, that becomes.
It would have been cute at 2. Not at 4.
4 years old, no, because you know what he's doing, going to preschool, running amok, hands in other people's food, probably hands in other places they don't need to be, like nose, butt, pee-pee, all that. You know what I mean? Like,
tell me you grew up with little brothers without telling me you grew up with little brothers.
Little kids touch anything and everything, and it's just like you have to learn, or they need to learn that that's not okay. Like, you need to ask before you try to like take something from somebody, like you know. And now,
I agree. I would have been pissed too.
I could see the hand pop, but even then,
the hand pop is a bit much because you can't pop my kid. Now, granted, my kid's not gonna be in your plate or running around a restaurant,
right?
Unless it's like Chuck E. Cheese,
running around, and so it's kind of like. Okay, the hand pop might be a little much.
She said it was a light swat,
like, or it might be like a, not like a pop, like your mom pop your hand, but it's like
I'm gonna pop you.
Scooch. Ooh,
you grab my food. Either I'm gonna pop you, or I'm gonna send your mama the bill. Those are our options.
Exactly. There it is.
Right there. Now I don't believe in popping kids, so I wouldn't do that. I would do something like that.
I give you a light tap on the hand. No,
like I can't. I'd hurt myself. I can't.
You know, not one of the. Like we used to get, but no. You don't hit. No, we don't take other people's food.
No, I would grab them by the wrist and take them back to their parents.
But that's how I was working in labor.
Oh, so you work with kids?
Yeah, I worked with kids. Maybe that's
kids
also why I was just like, I'm like, you have to learn. They need to learn certain lessons, and there's some things that parents are very like, can be very controlling about or harp over. Like there was this one mom who didn't want her son to play with the balls, like the basketballs and toy balls that we had at the location.
Why?
Because she was like, oh, well, he won't participate. He'll just play with the balls the entire time. And I'm like, well, that's okay. He's come to play and learn. And when something interests him, he'll come over. And he did.
Yeah.
But it would be to the point where she would like take the balls and put them out of his reach, in turn putting them out of reach for the other kids. Yeah. Or he would be watching other kids play with the balls, and she was like, oh, no, you can't play with the balls. And I'm like, everybody playing with the ball right now, so he should let him play with the ball. Play with the ball. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. I don't mess with people's kids. Like
that's, no.
Like, whatever you want to do, whatever the mom
whatever you want to do. But as working in Layla Row at the mall, and them kids come in knocking over all the jewelry I just nicely set up, that have you want to swat somebody's child.
I was a camp counselor, and I never wanted to like put hands on anyone's kids, but I also wasn't doing like aftercare.
Oh, like, yeah, when they're like, wow, no. I mean, we never did like don't put hands on kids.
No.
But it's also like when this one lady came in, she had 3 boys, and those boys walked around the store, silent, just following them, didn't touch anything. And afterwards, we were like, your kids are so well behaved. Where we have other kids come in, and you would have thought. We had pissed them off. Like, I'll knock all this shit over. That's the energy they used to come in that store with. And I'm like, no ma'am.
You can keep that. But and then it's like, I think kids should be kids. Like, kids should, like, run around and jump and flip. But I think there's, like you said, there's a time and place.
There's a time and place for everything.
But, like, by the time
and
we might have kids,
we'd
probably be 50 years old, kid be 5.
Yeah.
Like, they're fine.
No, y'all wonder why there's so many Karens in the world and people whose feelings get hurt because they don't win or they don't get their way. It's because they mama sat up there and let them do
it's
whatever.
Fine.
Oh no, they deserve to. No, they don't.
Did you point to me for that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I said they mama.
Oh.
They mama.
Okay, what you got?
Okay. So mine are lore from, I decided to do Maryland lore. Little creepy stories or urban legends from the area. So I don't know if you...
Bitch, if there any in Bowie, you can count me the F out.
There are. The first one.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Goat Man?
No.
Okay. So, Goat Man is a creature, half goat, half man. Apparently, lives under a bridge like a troll.
Okay.
In the state of Maryland and PG County.
Okay.
Mainly. So the first alleged sighting was in the 70s when, the Goat Man came about to, warn kids about having premarital sex. He used to stalk, a lover's lane and, kill the kids out there. Teenagers, I won't say kids. The teens out there that was,
Where is lover's lane? Shit.
Girl, I don't know where lover's lane is.
Because I'm an adult. So where's lover's lane?
I can do what I want.
I can do what I want
to do. But he would go to Lover's Lane, chop up kids, the same old story from the scary movies where it's like, oh, y'all out there kissing in the car, next thing you know, boom. I need to watch that scary movie. Veronica's not going.
I was like, I don't know what that is. Now, I have been caught kissing in a car, but
okay,
not by a goat man.
Well, no, but it's always it's like a scary movie trope where it's two teenagers are in the car. It's dark and you hear a twig snap in the woods, and they're like, the girl's like, did you hear that? And of course the guy is just trying to get his rocks off. He's like, no, it's nothing, it's fine, right?
They can hear nothing.
They hear nothing, and you hear another and the girl's like, no, I think there's something out there, and the guy's like, no, there's nothing out here. And then
were they in the car?
While they're in the car, right? And then so it'll go either one or two ways. The guy will be all macho and be like, fine, I'll get out and look. Gets out the car, boom, head gets chopped off. Option one. Or, I wish you could see BJ's face if you're on listening. Or the thing ends up attacking the car and they're trying to drive away.
Okay, those are options.
Those are the only two options. And you escape with your life barely. And then sometimes they're running through the woods. And that's when they're like, no.
Why would you get out the car? First off, they're not black if they got out the car.
Okay, because I don't know if y'all be watching Instagram and TikTok, but when black people hear noise,
it's dun dun dun. We out of here. What you talking about?
Hear the noise one time, everything stopped. Everybody stopped moving. You barely breathe. You be like, what the fuck?
Windows go up. Put your seatbelt on because it's time to go.
Time to.
And first off, if there are any, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not gonna give any advice on that. Sorry. Whew.
Yeah, watch yourself. Watch yourself. Okay. Anywho, so the Goat Man.
I'm not going to the woods. You go to a nice neighborhood.
A Goat Man might catch you slipping in the neighborhood. What you mean?
Under the street light. First off, don't be in no cars with boys.
No. No, ma'am. Okay, so allegedly the Goat Man came from a doctor who tried to mix the DNA of a goat with his assistant, named William Lotsford, and in an experiment.
There's a Lotsford Road.
Listen,
Lotsford.
I know.
Oh my God. Okay.
I know. But that didn't work out well, clearly, and sent the Goat Man on a rampage. And so allegedly, the Goat Man hangs out in Bowie under Governor's Bridge, which is also known as Crybaby Bridge, which has its own set of haunted situations because people would say that they heard children screaming and crying. But also the KKK used to hang people off that bridge back in the day. So
I think I live right next to Crybaby.
I think you do as well. But I was just like, let me give some Maryland creepy stories. And then this article I was reading had somebody from DeMatha giving, from 08, class of 08 DeMatha, talking about it. I was like, this is wild. Where is it?
That's Baby Studios. Hold on, let me look it up.
Crybaby Bridge, Maryland. You see it?
There's a Crybaby. There's one at Lancaster.
Do Governor's Bridge, Maryland. It looks really familiar. I just don't know.
Governor's Bridge is the most haunted. Patuxent River. Okay, no, this is not by me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is not by me. I don't know where it is, but it ain't by me.
It's out there, don't go.
Because I have a bridge like right around the corner from my house, so that's not it.
There you go.
Okay. I hate scary stuff. You know I hate scary shit.
Well, it's October, so. She also thinks Hocus Pocus is a terrifying movie. So
it is.
I don't know if your scare range is that great of a
Well,
meter.
I go to haunted houses, bitch.
I don't like scary things.
I like being scared like that, but I don't like to sit in my house and be scared.
So you rather go out?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, pay for that. Because it's paid for. Like, you can't kill me. You, like, on the hook.
It's a movie. It ain't gonna come out the screen and kill you.
That's just, I'm good. It's not for me. It's not my cup of tea.
Okay, you rather be scared that somebody might actually murder you with a chainsaw by accident in a haunted house than watch it on the television. That's what you're telling me.
I remember when I was a kid, my cousins wanted to watch Halloween, and I did not like scary movies. I didn't want to watch it, and they held me down and pried my eyes open. I was like 7 to watch it. I was scared, and that was it. I did watch a scary movie with one of my former beaux.
Congratulations.
A few of them.
Congratulations.
You know, you'd be scared like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I mean, I'll watch it, but is it my first option? No. But do I like to scream and jump into the chest of a man?
Read your story.
Yes.
I'm done.
I'm so scared.
Done with you. Done.
You want me to watch scary movies? Provide the bearded man and I got you.
I don't need you to watch scary movies with me. Yeah, I would just be annoyed because you're not looking at the screen. So I don't. So we don't. That's not on our list of things we do together.
Okay, Reddit. Am I the asshole for telling... Ooh. Am I the asshole for telling my brother he should not call himself a dog dad? I, 30-year-old male, am the father to 2 children, my son who is 5 and my daughter who is 1. I've worked hard to bring up my kids since it has involved juggling my career, bills, rent, and mortgage payments, as well as the other expenses that come with being an adult, all the while raising my children. Needless to say, it hasn't been easy, so I am proud of the fact that I have 2 happy, healthy children. My brother is 23 and has said that having children isn't a priority in his life, and if it happens, it happens. At 23, it really should not be.
Right.
That was just me. So, his reason for this is that he wants to be able to travel, enjoy his career, and be able to have the option to do things spontaneously, which I don't have a problem with. He also has an English bulldog puppy, which he got from a breeder, something that I disagree with, but I can't tell him how to live his life.
Okay.
I'm not sure what A has to do with B, but okay. Which brings me to the issue. You know what? He was probably trying to make his brother look worse.
Probably. Or it's probably the breeder situation.
Yeah, the breeder part.
Yeah, but you know, whatever.
Which brings me to the issue. Despite not having kids, my brother constantly jokes about how him and his boyfriend are parents to their dog. Their friends even go as far to send them dog dad cards on Father's Day. After raising my children, I find it rude when he refers to himself as a dad when owning a dog isn't nearly as hard as raising 2 children. I brought this up to him, and he defended himself by saying that him calling himself a dog dad isn't hurting anyone. I told him that that isn't the case, since there's people who can't have children, poor people who struggle to raise children, etc., who will likely be very hurt by him and his partner's comments. They both haven't spoken to me since. Am I missing something? I know I could have made my point in a less direct way, but surely calling yourself a dog parent isn't something that should be normalized. Am I the asshole? I found this interesting because Jane likes animals, and I don't. So I really wanted to dive into
But that has nothing to do... first of all, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
This is true.
I personally don't see somebody referring to them as a dog dad, dog mom, cat dad, cat mom, whatever.
An animal parent.
An animal parent, because there's a clear separation, I feel like, between being a dad versus a dog dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they're making that separation by including the adjective
of the animal
into that name. And there are, I feel like, a lot of things that people do who have pets that it is like taking care of a child. They can't speak. That is what it is. If it's hurt, if it got into something and you have to take it to the hospital, the doctor's office, you got to pay for its food. You can't just leave it at home on its own for hours at a time unless they're trained to do so. So I can see why they would refer to themselves as a dog parent, and you grow attached to it. They're around for years, and when they die, people have, go through a lot.
Funerals and,
funeral.
Like
it's a lot
they do grieve the process.
Right, because it's something that loves you unconditionally, and that you are responsible for taking care of. You build a bond with that animal. Whether you like dogs or not, that's, that's just what it is. That's like the fact of the matter.
I agree to a certain extent.
But I'm like, the cards for Father's Day is weird.
Well, you also have to think, it's weird at 30, but at 20, it might not have been. See, he's 20. He's a 23-year-old guy. Like,
right. I don't think that he takes it seriously. I would not be getting somebody a Father's Day card. Maybe National Dog Day.
I don't even get my friends who are dads Father's Day card. I'm not getting you nothing for that. I don't like dogs. I don't like dogs or kids. I'm clearly shit out of luck.
Destined to be on her own. No gaming systems, no children, and no pets. You gotta be
kids.
On your.
I like my friend. I love my friends' kids. I like them and
that's
I love
what she
them.
tells y'all.
No, I do.
The way she be talking about children, Lord.
I just don't like other people's kids.
Those are other people.
But like, I don't like.
You only like them because you know their parent.
Yeah. And because I love their parent. Like, my closest friends have children. I love their children.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
But you question it. Never mind. We ain't gonna get there. Not today.
Question what?
Your own potential child.
Oh, I was about to say, you gonna make it seem like I hate those kids. No, I do.
Your own potential child. You
anyway.
love yourself. You would think that the math A must be equal C.
I love myself and I love my life. I do.
Uh-huh.
And adding children to that is difficult.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
To each, like I said, to each their own.
Yeah.
Just the math don't be better sometimes when you say it.
You can love yourself and take care of yourself like you would take care of a child.
But you like their kids because you love their parents.
Yeah.
You love yourself, so
I mean, if I had a kid, of course I would love the kid.
Thank you.
I'm not. Well, here's the thing. When you have a kid, you don't have a choice but to love the kid. I mean, for most fully functioning, normal adults, you can't. You have to love the kid. You can't not love the kid. You had it. You gotta raise it. What you gonna say? I don't really like you or love you like that. You were a mistake. Like, that's horrible.
It is horrible. I think it's more of a not have to, just do.
I mean, I'm sure.
Like, you just do. When they kids pop out, you just do. Oh my God, you're so cute. You just do. It's not, I have to like you because I like your mama.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference.
True. But, you do have to, you have to love and take care of your kid. You don't have a choice. You know, people oh my God, I'm going to get in so much trouble. But they're this child changed my life so much. It's supposed to. Duh. Am I wrong?
It's
supposed to change your life. It's supposed to like, your life can't be the same if
I
you
think
have
there's
a child.
There's a difference between how they're saying it changed their life. You're going for, like, it changed my everyday routine.
It did.
Of life, where they're talking about it might have made them grow as a person.
It
Not
has
because
to.
they had to.
It has to make you grow as a person.
You can still be the person you were yesterday, because a lot of people out there doing that, and have a kid.
Well, they're not doing it right. If you want to raise a child the right way, you have to, like, change your life. You have to be all about that child. You have to. Like, your life has to change.
I'm saying
Is it greater? I don't. When people say my life is better now, that I can't fully agree with. I just think it's different.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, there's a difference between have to and you just do. Like, your inherent feeling, you're not because the law told you to take care of your child. I think that's where you take it. Instead of it being
I don't.
You're like, your life has changed because you have to take care of something else. Compared to, like, oh, I had this child because I want to, or it's there's like a motherly, fatherly, inherent thing built into people, like you have. You just deny.
I think it comes out with my friends' kids.
It comes out with your friends, period. Before we had kids, I always knew you was a soccer mom in high school. That's VJ. You guys need some snacks? You ain't have to do shit for us. But you did it. Because you wanted to.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you get to go home. Like, I don't have to take care of you fully. Like, I can offer you a snack. I don't have to provide shelter.
That's when you get a daddy. That's what
I'll take the daddy minus the kids, sis.
Child. You get my indigestion. Like,
I'll take the daddy without. I mean, I don't know. But I really don't know if I want kids.
I know.
But because, like, today, I stayed in the bed all day. Until, like, James called me. We were both almost knocked out in the bed. It's like afternoon. If you had a kid, you couldn't do that. Like, I'd be having visions. Visions of, like, hearing little pitter patters, like, waking me up, like, oh, no. No. After the weekend I had, you gotta go back to bed.
Well,
but
you wouldn't have had that weekend because you would have had kids, so you would have been fine. You would have been chilling. You would have been up anyway with your early morning self. Regular. You would have been at 7 a.m. Hey.
Good morning.
That you would have been.
It's a choice.
Who you been at the root? The root.
It's a choice. It's a choice to wake up that early. When you have kids and you got to share a bed. I remember my godson came over. He was so yummy. He was 3 years old, and they needed me to watch him.
There's a cricket in here.
It's right outside. It's not
I was like hearing it loud. It's like, oh snap.
And he was like a starfish in my bed, my queen size bed, because he was like, Auntie, I'm ready to go to sleep. I was like, okay. Starfish on the pillows. Like, baby, move over. Like, that just doesn't seem, that's cute. But your parents are going to be here at 11. Like, and Auntie's going back to sleep. But he did say he would stay like quiet and sleep. And like he was a self. Like, you give him a tablet, he ain't gonna bother you.
Yeah.
And have some milk. And see, mine, I feel like because I'm so much, mine might be like too much. And at that point, you can't give it back.
Will be yourself.
Yeah, but like,
and I think that's the biggest lesson of all. That might be the mirror you need.
Bitch, what you mean the mirror I need?
All the energy you've given us over the years. I don't think it was that bad. I bet. And then you got to deal with yourself. That's just you trying to keep that at bay.
I am. I'm a lot, and I'm expensive, and I know I want my children to be expensive also.
See, that's when things get dicey. What you'll have to do, you ain't got to do that.
Where's daddy? Oh yeah, my kids will be expensive.
See, you adding on stuff. I can't do that. Yeah.
We like to go out to eat. We like to go on vacations. We like to live nice and comfortably. This is it. Listen. And I ain't giving that up for no child, okay? Not a one. So, yeah. Anyway, how do we even get here? Listen, if your little brother wants to be a dog dad or dog mom,
it is what it is.
Let them do them. Then when they have kids, it'll be. Remember, have you seen The Office? It's an Office clip where the two women who have kids are talking to a person who has a dog, and they're like comparing, and then the two women are like, I don't know why he thinks having a dog is the same as having a kid, and he's like, no one cares that your child took their steps and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, yeah, you are the asshole, because it shouldn't bother you that much. Take care of your kids like you've been doing, because that's your responsibility.
To each their own.
You had children. It's your responsibility
you had two.
To make sure.
It might be different if you had one.
Right.
It'd be one.
You could be a son dad and a dog dad, but you had two. All right, what you got next?
Oh, Glendale Tuberculosis Hospital.
Oh Lord. Why you find shit like where we live? Why didn't you find something like Waldorf or Brandywine?
Because it's more interesting that it's up the road.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. You ain't never drive. Well, I remember in high school, people would talk about going up there for Halloween, or like kids would try to. You know where that Super Fresh used to be? Across the street.
Super Fresh across the street.
Go down 450. On the left side, there used to be Super Fresh where Half Note used to be.
Yeah.
And you make, instead of making a left to go there, you make a right. It's right there.
Oh, with the big like.
Yes, that's the TB hospital that got shut down. So in the 1930s, they opened it to battle tuberculosis, but then a vaccine came out, cough vaccine.
What?
In the 40s.
Is that your encouragement to get vaccinated?
The vaccines are not new.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And so with the vaccine being rolled out for TB, the people in the hospital, the amount of people in the hospital needing to be there decreased greatly.
Okay.
So they ended up turning it into a hospital for the criminally insane. Until the 80s when it got shut down. But the campus, like, for that hospital was so big. It was like 25 buildings. There was a morgue on site because TB was so contagious. And
yeah.
You still getting your TB tests and shots now. And people started saying that it was haunted, and that they would see like a pack of wild dogs, like a ghost dogs, and a guy in a straitjacket wandering around there. But it's 25 buildings. There was a morgue on site. There's underground tunnels. It's, if you go there,
you want to drive over there this week?
I've already been. Do you want to drive over
there? Yeah, let's drive over there this week.
Okay, are you gonna get out the car? Like, when you drive, we want to drive over there. You want to drive through the through the neighborhood that it's at?
Yeah.
Or you want to go to the TB hospital?
We can.
You gonna stop the car?
It depends.
Okay.
Are you gonna stop the car?
I have. That's what I'm
trying to say. Like outside and seen it?
Yeah. I've gotten out the car. My friend went in like that front door because there's like a door that doesn't have like a door. It's like an opening.
Oh, hell
and I was like, "You crazy as hell! I ain't going inside." But it has like graffiti. It's very like run down.
We'll add it to our Sipping a Shot adventures.
Oh, we'll make it like Ghost Adventures.
No.
She don't watch that.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I try to talk to you during this time of year.
I'm normally down. Are we going to a haunted house this year?
Very great. You keep asking me that. And when I put it in the group chat, ain't nobody say nothing back. I understand why. But
there's a lot
going on, period. But we running out of time.
I got one more.
Go for it.
It's like a happy thing.
Okay.
I have to counteract all your scary, spooky bullshit.
This ain't even that scary. I wish you listened to Lore. Shout out to Lore Podcast. That's how I want to do it. It's like, my name is Jamie, and this is Lore. And then he gets into like these creepy, like true stories. They're not really creepy. Sometimes it's like scamming. I'm like, ooh, they scamming the mess out of people.
You know, my brother wants to hook me up with a scammer.
Wants to hook you up with a scammer?
Yeah. Oh, he was so. I kind of sort of met one, but he didn't look like. I don't know what a scammer's supposed to look like, but he was so handsome, and he was Greek.
Okay. I thought about you the other day when I was at the liquor store.
Oh,
yesterday.
You did?
To this guy. I was buying that winter jack, and I looked up, like, you know, not looking like going for my card and everything like that. I look up and it's flowing hair. I was like, he was like, oh, your total will be. And I was like,
thank you. Okay, this is a happy one in the South.
Yeah.
One of my favorite secrets, not so secret anymore, joys about my apartment is watching people bring their dogs to the tennis court next door to free run within the fence. But comment, oh no, we forgot a ball. Well, guess who bought a bunch of old tennis balls for that purpose? I throw them from my upper floor apartment window so that they go over the fence, land in the center of the court, and then bounce really high so there's no mistake that someone just now threw them. Then I hide in the window and watch. The people say the tennis ball came from heaven. They say it was materialized from thin air. They can't figure it out. The dog and people have a great time and play and then go home. Just before they leave, the owner looks around, look up at the sky, and wonders. Usually the pupper gets to take home their present from the sky like a trophy. No one is the wiser. It is the best.
That's cute.
I thought it was cute because it reminded me like when quarantine was really, like when we were really deep in, everything was locked down.
Yeah.
And you would see the videos of people on their roofs.
Yeah,
connecting with people.
The balconies.
Like the one, just kindness.
Yeah.
I think is great. And it's crazy because I did this after a dog shit, but I just thought that was so sweet. I wouldn't do it, but I would. Not for a dog. Maybe.
You wouldn't do it for a child either, apparently.
I would do it.
Because you don't like no kids. You said it, not me.
I just thought it was really sweet and kind.
It is. I like that.
You're making me sound like a bad person.
I'm not. I'm just repeating
back. I just repeat back
what you have said.
Anyway.
That was literally your words.
I just thought that was so sweet.
It is.
And like it's a
sweet.
good thing, one thing, quarantine brought out a few things, and it brought out the kindness of people too.
Yeah.
So that was it. You want to add anything else? You have any more spooky bullshit we need to listen to?
It's not bullshit. It's your history.
Is it?
It is. The fact that you don't know that's up the street is wild, but you know.
I just don't. Yeah, I'm not from this area. I'm from.
So now I'm educated you.
Like if you would have taken me like
15 minutes.
10-15 minutes. The funny thing is I was gonna buy a house over there.
Perfect.
It was a house like on the market. So I've been to that area. But it was like this huge 5-bedroom, 2-car garage.
Yeah, one of my somebody knew from middle school grew up over there, so we drive that all the time.
Oh, okay, so you're used to that.
Yeah.
We ain't got no scary shit in Greenbelt.
Scary.
No, Greenbelt does have scary stuff because like in the old Greenbelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to.
I was like, I know you do. Maryland's one of the first 13 colonies. There's some shit everywhere.
There's some shit everywhere. I'm gonna give you that.
Everywhere.
We should definitely find that though. We'll take you guys on that journey. All right, guys. This was our Reddit / spooky bullshit.
See, you make me sound like a terrible person. Look at you.
This was our Reddit spooky season with spooky stories episode.
So over here. Bye, y'all.
It's VJ.
It's Jane.
And this is
A Sip
and a Shot. Bye.